Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, and I've been an avid tent camper now for over 55 years. In this video, I want to tell you about our recent family camping trip to the Greenbrier Campground near Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I began tent camping when I was a college student because I wanted to see all of the vacation destinations that my college classmates were describing. But I didn't have enough money to stay in hotels and eat most of my meals in restaurants. And so I bought a canvas army wall tent in an army surplus store and began tent camping. And over the past 55 or so years, I have visited over 300 campgrounds in about 23 different states in my quest to see as many fun vacation destinations as possible on a shoestring budget. And this trip last month to Gatlinburg was just another trip to one of my favorite vacation destinations. On Friday, March the 26th, we left our home at 5 a.m., met Ava's son's family on the other side of town, drove 6 hours, and arrived at our campground about noon. We had reserved tent sites 100 and 101 in the Greenbrier Campground, which is located about 6 miles out of Gatlinburg. This campground is one of our favorites because it has a wonderful family, child-centered environment with lots of things to do, a great trout fishing river, and exceptionally nice bathrooms. Working together, we set up our 2 tents and our new kitchen shelter in no time at all. Then Ava and Marty prepared a delicious chicken adobo and rice meal, and we enjoyed a leisurely meal sitting at the table in perfect weather. After lunch, Ava's son, little Lalo, and I went down to the pool table and played a couple of games of pool. Later in the afternoon, everybody else went into Gatlinburg to walk around the streets, but I stayed at the campsite to rest and relax from the long trip. I used some of this time to set up our new battery-powered LED string lights. The string was 30 feet long, but I doubled it back on itself to make a 15-foot string and hung it in our kitchen shelter. Saturday morning, I awoke to a beautiful spring rain. Well, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've got some heavy rain here, but we're snug as a bug and dry as a rug. Ava's got her jacket hanging up from the ceiling trying to dry it. We still have the light burning, although it's almost daylight. We don't need the lights anymore. There's Ava. Whoops, she's going to turn the light off. Thought I'd let you listen to the rain. After the rain stopped, we cooked a wonderful pancake breakfast with maple syrup, and then headed into Pigeon Forge to visit the annual Chuck Wagon Cook-Off. As soon as we parked our car, the bottom fell out, and we had a torrential downpour. When it finally let up, we got our food and found a shelter to eat it in.
Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola. Hi.
Hey. After eating our dinner, the rain let up, and I walked around and talked with the cooks to learn more about these chuck wagons. Around 3, Ava and I headed back to the campsite, but Ava's son and his family went back into Gatlinburg for another night of walking the streets. Sunday morning, we planned to eat breakfast at the Old Mill Restaurant in Pigeon Forge, and then Ava's son and his family were going to get an early start on their trip back home. But we got a late start. The traffic in Pigeon Forge was awful, and the wait at the restaurant was long. So we didn't get a table until about 11:15. So we just ate lunch instead of breakfast.
Son artistas.
After lunch, Ava's son headed home, but Lalo stayed with us. We thought we'd go to the WonderWorks upside-down house, but the line was very long and it was drizzling cold rain, so we decided to go into Gatlinburg instead. It was not raining in Gatlinburg, and so we enjoyed walking the street and seeing all the people.
La vista de Gatlinburg, la calle principal.
We especially enjoyed playing video games at the arcade, visiting Lalo's favorite candy store, and eating pizza at the Mellow Mushroom. Sunday night we had more rain and dropping temperatures. Today is Monday, March the 27th, I think.
29, I guess.
Or the 29th, and we're still in bed because it's about 36 or 37 degrees outside the tent. But we've got our heater going on inside the tent, plus we've got the sun shining against this wall that has really warmed this tent up. And so it's fairly cozy with the sleeping bag and my hoodie and the sun and the heater. It's nice and toasty here in the tent. And Lalo says, yes, it is nice and toasty. And I just wanted to say, sleeping in a tent during the rain and waking up on a cool, crisp morning is one of the most wonderful experiences in the world. I wish I could live like this all the time. It's a wonderful feeling. So Lalo, what do you like about camping in a tent?
Gatlinburg.
You like to go to Gatlinburg?
He likes to go to Gatlinburg.
Okay. Where are you going today? You going?
Say it real loud.
Pirate's Voice.
Are you happy for that?
Yes.
Okay. So, invite people to come to Gatlinburg.
Say, everybody come to Gatlinburg.
Everyone come to Gatlinburg.
And have fun.
Oh.
And have fun.
After eating a light breakfast in our campsite, we headed back to the WonderWorks Museum in Pigeon Forge. Although the line still was long, thankfully it was not raining. After waiting in line for about an hour, we finally got in the door and enjoyed exploring the exhibits for about 2 hours. The highlight of our trip was the afternoon visit to Pirates Voyage Dinner Theater in Pigeon Forge. We arrived at the theater an hour before showtime so that Lalo could explore the building and browse the souvenir shop. The meal was very efficiently served and was tasty, but the show was one of the best I've ever seen, with plenty of action, stunts, dialogue, animal acts, music, and special effects. We all loved it and look forward to coming back soon. Tuesday morning was cool but sunny, but the weather forecast was for more rain and more cold weather, and so we decided to pack up 2 days early and head home today. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this little video, and I hope that you've learned something that you might be able to use on your future camping trips.
Was sleeping. Okay, now pleasure.
Okay, remember, take more trips.
Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.
For more information about other great family tent camping destinations, please check out my other camping destination videos. Also visit my website, moderntentcamping.com. A link is provided in the description below. And read my book, Basic Tent Camping, and visit my Facebook page, Modern Tent Camping. Thanks for watching.